Welcome to this episode of Easy Street Garage. When today, you got it, we're gonna rap for you. Before we do that, roll the intro. Okay, Easy Street Garage, not the singing kind of rap. You don't want me rapping, and you definitely don't want me singing. Today, we're gonna rap with vinyl. So, a little bit of a backstory. For all of you Airstream folks out there that have your, obviously have the rock guards on the front of your Airstream. And like me, I don't run those big mud flaps, you know, on my F-250 Super Duty. So I obviously depend on this rock guard to protect my Airstream. Now, if you were to look at my Airstream, I've got some pretty gnarly dents already in the rock guards that are from the factory on the Airstream. What I wanted to try to avoid is increasing the damage to these and then the cost of replacing them. So I did a little bit of research and I thought, is there anything I could actually wrap these with or protect them from you know, the future failure of the product? And to my surprise, I actually found a product. This company basically called Vivid Commercial Graphics, or wraps, all right? And they make a product called Indestructible wrap. Now, I ordered a sample of this stuff just to see what it looks like and what its compounds are, what's it made of. And I'm going to try to give you a little bit of a close-up of this material, but it would almost appear to be like the product that you find on a tread, a stair tread, similar to the step that goes into your Airstream. Now, this is kind of a rough, you can kind of hear that product. It's a rough vinyl, and the thickness on this stuff is pretty thick. I mean, it really is thick. So I did a little bit of testing with it. I tried to destroy it with a hammer. I beat it up pretty bad, and I've got to be honest with you guys, this stuff really holds up. So what you're going to see today is I'm going to wrap this side. I'm not an experienced rapper, so you may see some of the practices I use that may not be industry standard. I apologize for that, and don't shoot the messenger. Just give me a thumbs up ahead of time and subscribe if you haven't done so yet to Easy Street Garage, and toggle the bell, hit all for instant notifications. We always have some good stuff. We don't pollute you too heavy with just content, okay? So, this wrap on this rock guard, but before we start, I'm gonna show you what the finished product looks like. Okay guys, there is the finished product. I have maybe 2 air bubbles I have to address yet in this. However, the vinyl applied very easy, as you can see around the edges. But I'm going to back up and I'm going to let you take a look and see what you think, because there's a finished side and there is the unfinished side. So you be the judge. Now, I will, in the install, talk to you a little bit about, you know, the rivets. Once you heat this stuff up and it catalyzes, it covers the rivets up pretty well. I got a little bubble there, so I'm going to address those today. And then you get to see, I did put some washers behind, stainless steel washers behind here to eliminate the twisting of the vinyl wrap once you tighten up the rock guards. You're going to have to watch me as I apply the wrap to the other side of the Airstream. Some of these parts of the install, guys, I'm going to buzz through pretty quickly. However, some of the tools you're going to need, obviously, down here you're going to need a drill, the drill bit to drill out those rivets. You're going to need a rivet gun and some rivets. You're also going to need your heat gun to apply some heat to the vinyl wrap to get it to expand a bit and also stretch, and to catalyze the adhesive. I recommend the Fisker shears because this stuff is pretty thick, so you're going to need this to trim off some of the excess. You're going to need a really good sharp razor knife, and I'm going to show you why here later on in this video, so stay tuned, don't drop out right now. And then also you're going to need the squeegee. This one has a felt side on it. I did use the felt side, had to replace it for this next go around. However, you're going to need that as well. You'd be surprised, it does hold up against this wrap. Those are some of the tools you're going to need to get started on this project, so stay tuned. Okay guys, first things first, what I've done and what I did on the other side is I peeled away the first top piece of this vinyl wrap, and I'll show you why here as my lovely assistant and I put this on. Keep in mind that this thing is kind of round, it's oval, right? And it kind of gets smaller at the bottom, then wider at the top, so you got to really be careful. Make sure you cover your corners so you don't have to stretch this stuff real far and then get any shrinkage, because shrinkage in vinyl will occur once it's heated up. So anyways, we're going to go at it. Here we go. You ready? Get this at about right here. Alright guys, so what we're going to do is we're going to, like we did on the other side, we're going to peel halfway back to about here. Then I'm going to stretch and apply this side of the vinyl. Okay guys, now what we're going to do is we're going to start applying it and moving it across the surface of the rock guard. Looks good. 1/2 down. Yeah, we can get those. Got a couple air bubbles in here, but I'm going to show you how to get those out here in a moment. Let's go to the other side here. You ready? That panel is applied. However, there's a lot more work that needs to be done, which we're going to talk about here in a minute. But what I want to say to you guys is pick a partner that you have great communication skills with, that partner who backs you into those tight spots at all those campgrounds, because that's how you're going to get this done. If not, it could be really frustrating to get this panel on without bubbles and without creases, and make sure you're aligned on all these corners once it's in. Now starts the heating and the trimming process that I found to be helpful on the other side. Again, we're going to finish this panel. So this Vivid Indestructible wrap does have some air release properties, as I showed you before, where there's tiny little holes behind it. However, it takes a little time for that to kind of make it through and release. Now, I would suggest doing this inside if you have a facility. I do. I have a 10,000 square foot facility, but it's full of business and cars and other stuff. So I'm outside, but on the upside, it's about 80 degrees today. This stuff really went on. Super pliable. Love it. I'm going to finish the job up by trimming out this entire panel. I'm going to speed it up for you, and in a few minutes, show you the finished product. What you'll find very helpful is when you take your X-Acto knife, just turn it slightly into the aluminum trim that goes around there, and as you come down, it'll get you a very sharp, clean, crisp cut along that panel. So you can almost, like I did on the other side, take the vinyl and push it up underneath that piece of molding. Just take your time. Hey guys, the blade gets dull, swap it out for a new one, keep going. All right, last piece of the puzzle, the reflector. Let's rivet this thing back on. I'm very impressed. I like this stuff, it went on well. I personally think it's functional for what I'm trying to accomplish. It doesn't look bad, actually makes it look kind of cool, a little bit different. All of us Airstreamers are looking to set ourselves apart and do some neat mods to our rigs, and so I think all in all, I'm very happy. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Easy Street Garage. Thumbs up, toggle the bell, hit all for instant notifications, share this video with your Airstream friends, and don't forget to subscribe to Easy Street Garage. Until next time, guys, we are, you're right, out. See ya!